Some people don't just remember their past, they live in it. They replay old moments like a film stuck on repeat, unable to stop thinking about the things they wish they had said, the things they should have done, the people they lost, the mistakes they made, the life they could have had. And the truth is not that they enjoy the pain of memory. It's that the past feels safer than the uncertainty of the future. When you can't stop thinking about your past, it's rarely nostalgia. It's psychological gravity. The mind keeps returning to the places where it learned its deepest lessons, its deepest wounds, its deepest fears. Your past becomes a map your brain uses to interpret everything in front of you, even long after the moment is gone. People think dwelling on the past is a choice, but it isn't. It's a survival response. The mind is trying to protect you. It reviews the moments that broke you so it can prevent them from happening again. It replays old pain so it can scan for danger. It revisits old relationships so it can warn you about patterns you haven't yet healed. Your brain thinks it is keeping you safe, but in reality, it is locking you inside a story you've outgrown. The past becomes a familiar prison, a place you didn't choose to live in, but a place you don't know how to leave. And the more you try to run from it, the louder it echoes back at you. Many people can't stop thinking about their past because something inside them was never fully resolved. Goodbye that didn't feel like closure, a version of yourself you never mourned, a wound you carried quietly because there was no space to speak about it, a moment that changed you in ways you still don't fully understand. And so the mind keeps returning again and again, not because it wants to suffer, but because a part of you is still stuck there. A part of you is still waiting for the moment to make sense. A part of you is still hoping the story will end differently if you replay it enough times. But the past doesn't change. Only you do. There is a darker truth behind why people cling to old memories. The past feels predictable. You already know what happens. There are no surprises, no risks, no uncertainty. The future requires trust. The present requires vulnerability. But the past is easy to revisit because there is nothing left to lose there. People who are terrified of being hurt again often hide inside their memories. They build emotional fortresses using regret, longing, and nostalgia as the bricks. The past becomes a place where they feel in control, even if that control is an illusion. Because when life feels unstable or unfamiliar, the mind runs back to the last place it understood itself even if that place was painful. Some people obsess over the past because it represents the last time they remember feeling alive. A moment of intensity, even if it was chaos. A person who made them feel seen, even if it ended in heartbreak. A version of themselves who wasn't as numb or guarded as they are now. When your present feels empty, the past becomes a fantasy you cling to not because you want to go back, but because you don't recognize who you've become. The past becomes a mirror showing you a person you once were, and a person you hate, afraid you will never be again. And so you hold on to that reflection, even if it hurts to look at it. Others can't stop thinking about their past because shame has trapped them there. They replay their mistakes as if punishing themselves will somehow rewrite the outcome. They judge the younger version of themselves with knowledge they didn't have back then. They forget that the person who made those choices was trying to survive with the emotional tools they had at the time. But shame freezes you in memory. It convinces you that the past defines you forever. It tells you that you are the sum of your mistakes. And the more you believe that, the harder it becomes to move forward. Shame creates emotional gravity, pulling you backward, even when every part of you wants to go forward. And then there are the people who cannot stop thinking about the past simply because they haven't felt safe enough to let it go. Healing requires safety. Letting go requires stability. Growth requires peace. And if your nervous system never learned what safety feels like, your mind will stay stuck in the last place it tried to protect you. You don't move on from a past that hurts you until your body believes the present won't hurt you. 2. Trauma doesn't trap you in memory because you're weak. Trauma traps you because it taught your brain that staying alert is the only way to survive. And so you relive the past as a warning, even when the danger is long gone. But here's the truth that most people never realize. Your past is not haunting you. It's trying to teach you something. The reason it echoes in your mind is because something within it shaped you so deeply that your body still remembers. The lesson is unfinished. Wound is unacknowledged. The emotion is unprocessed. The story remains open. The moment is still alive inside you. And healing begins the moment you stop running from the memory and start asking what it's trying to show you. Your past returns not to punish you, but to liberate the parts of you still trapped in that moment. The goal is not to erase your memories, but to reclaim yourself from them. If this felt like I was describing something you've never said out loud, know this: you are not broken for remembering. You are not weak for feeling stuck. You are not strange for replaying old chapters. You're human, and your mind is doing what it was trained to do: protect you, even when the danger is gone. But awareness is the beginning of freedom. When you understand why the past holds you, you begin loosening its grip. You begin breathing differently. You begin seeing differently. And slowly, gently, you begin stepping back into your life instead of replaying the life you survived. This spoke to you in ways you've never said out loud. Know this: nothing is wrong with you for remembering or for feeling the weight of what came before. These shadows don't make you weak. They make you human. So subscribe, comment, and let's keep thinking through these shadows together. You are not alone.